Hello everyone, my name is Alex Gore, author of the Creativity Code. If you already read it, I hope you enjoyed it, and that's why you're here. If you haven't, hope you pick up a copy. It's about architecture, design, and basically how to connect your creativity through your life work and what you do using rational creative principles in the design process. Really get your visual part of your brain stimulated, and I think that creativity comes natural to a lot of us. We teach engineers how to be creative and draw and design and all that stuff, so I'm pretty sure we can teach you. Anyways, on to the meat. The meat now is SketchUp. So SketchUp is a tool that allows you to create in 3D. Right here, the tagline, the easiest way to draw in 3D. I absolutely agree. You can create everything from nice houses, big buildings, things like that, to even smaller 3D things. You can make gears, you can make anything, and then you can start to 3D print. And this might just be the future in a lot of ways. Micro printing basically everywhere. In every city there's create spaces, not create spaces, there are basically Tinker mills. Tinker mill is what I'm looking for. See if there's one in your city. If you have a mid-sized city, about 100,000, you should probably have one. Anyways, so and architecture students, this is probably where you'll dive into. If you want to go further, again, a lot of these programs are just the basic first step in. For architecture students and a lot of design students, even engineering students, you're going to want to go into Revit. We teach Revit. We teach Revit to professionals. We teach it to students. We teach it to over 1,000, literally thousands of different people, and multiple people use our stuff. Go to revitfurniture.com. First thing you can do is sign up for the tools that we use to make rendering looks great. That if you took the Photoshop tutorial that I just had, these are going to give you some links to where you can get some great things. And then next, basically, I would start. You could learn Revit fast, but what is Revit? If you don't know what Revit is, just read through this. It'll take you, I don't know, two minutes, something like that. Kind of gives you an overview of the power of BIM. You're gonna need this in the professional world if you're an architect. This is the staple. And then we just offer Learn Revit Fast, right? So here we have a whole bunch of tips and tutorials and all that stuff to get you going. The only thing that you would have to pay for is if you buy basically our lift. This is what we give to students, and this is what literally lifts them above the competition. Essentially, it gives you everything that you'd get in a firm, right? So it gives you all the files you need, all the templates that would set up, everything you need to render. We've been honing this for 6-7 years now, so everything's render ready. It really puts you a step above. But let's go back into SketchUp. So SketchUp, again, if you just go to sketchup.com, download SketchUp, you can start to play right away. First thing, this is just for scale. Put this people in. Very simple, right? Here are your tools. And here's your main tool, your line tool. So what you do is you can pick a point, and then, yep, I just typed in 6 feet. If I make it a little bit smaller, and then you can see the line. So see how I'm on green, so I'm going back. So I'm going to go 6 feet. You don't even have to type in 6 feet. You can just click, and then it makes a box, right? So what you can do is now you can start to push this and pull this, right? Let's say that I'm making a very, very tiny house. I'm going to offset this. So I went to offset. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to type in 6 inches. I got my 6-inch wall. Then I'm going to press P for push, or it's right here. I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring this up 8 feet, right? I'm going to draw a little door. So L for line right there. There's also arcs and free hands and all that you can get into. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to do 7 foot for the door, go over 3 foot, come down, and I'm going to hit P for push. I'm going to push that right in there, and now I have a little door. There's so much you can do. Let's look at the shapes. Let's make a rectangle. Right? P, let's push it up. I'm going to double click. So now I have this selected. I'm going to click rotate. I'm going to put it right there on the center. The first thing I'm going to do is, where's my starting point? My starting point is going to be right over here, and I'm going to rotate that. So essentially now you can make, crazy, cool shapes, all that stuff. This is, scale. So if I wanted to, I'm triple clicking, which is selecting everything, hitting the scale button. Now I can essentially just make this bigger or smaller. I advise, everyone to kind of stay in, know your measurements, know your tools, all that stuff. If you wanted to measure what it is, there's your measure tool. And it pops down right there. There's also a dimension tool. It might tools. Let's see if it's in here. Dimensions right here. Yep. And then I just clicked on that line and pulled it out. Clicked on that line, pulled it out. One of our staples when we started our firms, inventors would be coming through, and we'd model their inventions for them. This is a great way to start your imagination and get going. Again, with these simple tools, these just drawing lines, push, pull, rotate, offset, circle tools. The other big thing is, I just pulled that up. I'm hitting spacebar to go out of it. Triple clicking, and I'm right clicking, and I'm going to make this a group. So what's cool about this group is that now I can hit M to move it. And I didn't click all the way, so it didn't collect all those guys. So I'm going to hit Control Z and go back. And guys, it's like riding a bike. I have not used Sketchup, honestly, for maybe 3 or 4 years yet. So I'm surprised that all of this, and I didn't even do a practice one either. So Sketchup is kind of a base modeling for everyone to get into to know how to model. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag, and now I have everything selected. Right click, make group, and then I'm going to hit R for rotate. Oop, nope, that's in a different program. Anyways, I'm losing it now, guys. So I'm going to rotate it. So now that I have it in a group, I can rotate, I can move it about. I hit push down on Control and then clicked on it, and then I'm going to make a copy. There's also, you can do like 9 feet. There's an array where you can do multiple of them. So let's see if I can find that. Tools. You can't find array. Let me take a look. So array is essentially embedded in the copy. So I'm going to hit Control, exit, get out of here. Control, actually move. Then Control, bring it over. Let's type in 8 feet, and then I'm going to do 20x. So I'm typing in 20x, and all of a sudden it arrays at 20x. The last thing, let's go to Sandbox. Sandbox is kind of cool from scratch. I'm going to bring it up, bring it over. I'm just zooming in and out with my mouse. I'll go over how to rotate and all that stuff. Now I'm going to click on one of these lines, hit M, and see how I can move it up. Let's grab a couple of these. Hit M, move it up. That's the cool thing. Double click to get out. Let's go around. So if you hit your center button, hold it down on your mouse, you can go around. If you, zoom in and out, let's see, shift and the center button, shift and the center button on your mouse is to pan, and then zoom out. So those couple ones, so just your center mouse goes around. A lot of times, when you have a big model, I like to have something to click on, because then that'll be kind of its point of reference. So, and then Control and your center one is just pan, and then zoom in and out. You should be able to navigate all around it. Anyways, thank you for listening. If you haven't picked up the creativity code, please do. If you did read it and liked it, give it to a friend. Tell a friend to buy it. A review on Amazon would be great. Actually, that's if someone's searching for what I'm offering or what anyone's offering in any books, it goes by sales and reviews. So if you thought it was good and helpful, it will be helpful for others for you just to put a little review if you already bought it. So thanks a lot, everyone. And keep rocking.